Okay, this one I call The Exorcism of Linda Blair, the one that played in The Exorcist, okay? Now, this person, as it's aged, well, I guess it's fairly decent. Not too bad, really. I've seen worse. After Marie Osmond, there's not much that is no worse than that. Anyway, here we go. The hair, it looks really thick and coarse. The neck, of course, always looks like a freaking mess on these male to females. The cheek here looks really flat. It doesn't have, maybe the cheekbone is here, and it just does. Well, there are a lot of males that have sunken in faces like this. You know what? Yeah, I don't know many women that have actually a sunken in face like this. The muscles like this and this. Yeah, I've seen a lot of males that have that actually. The eyes here look like they're close together, but then again, it's a side view. Okay, it's a side view. But you can see the male brow ridge up here. Right along here, you can see it. And this is really wide. I got pictures that's a lot wider. It's a side view, so that even the mouth doesn't look as, wide. And as they get older, the features fade. But this jaw's still pretty prominent right here. It's mostly this neck is what gives this one away. It's just hideous. I would be wearing scarves like Diane Keaton does. She wears scarves so people can't tell. But here's where the high cheekbones are right here, and I think this is just a male trait of some of them have sunken faces like that. This looks pretty deep there, and this is where that ridge is. Yeah, this is about the same as the last one. And here's the old Baphomet, if anybody is in denial, that this is a good person or whatever. This means that I am a transgender. I've been basically lying to you. I actually have a willy, and I worship Satan. So there you go. Or worship the goat god, which, yeah, shows how brilliant they are in their mind. I think they're tricked into that, as if that's actually a real character. I guess that you could, with MK Ultra mind control, when you're small, you could tell anybody anything, that Mickey Mouse was, Satan, and people would believe it and say bow down to it. And a lot of people do bow down to it, actually. It's just as bad as Satan. It might look cute, but it's not. Anyway, yeah, there's that. Here you can see this is really wide right here. And there you go, the 666. Good one, Linda. Really good. Long neck, giraffe neck. Oh, these wrinkles, God. That neck is longer than what her head looks like. Straight shoulders here. And people absolutely still love her. I go into the sites, and now I can tell people, come and see, what she's really about. Because people say, oh, how much they love her and stuff, and it's like, poor people. They just do not know. I think once we get the proof up, and then you go into those sites and say, come and see what I found out about Linda. Don't say anything bad about it. Just send them over there, and maybe, they just don't know that this is, it's all Satanistic symbols. And this heart here that he's making can be an upside down pyramid also. It's just weird. It's just another one of them weird things, weird symbols and everything. But it's doing it. And this hair looks really fried. A lot of people say, well, this looks like a wig. Yes, this could be a wig, or it's real coarse male hair that's been sprayed. Yeah. This, you can see the brow ridge right here. You can see where the light bounces off of it. The eyes are really deep set, like a bowling ball, I call it, bowling ball eyes. I think that the chin, what they do is they just carve the edges. That's why some of them look like they're pointed. She had a good one that did her, yeah, or did him. Look at how wide the mouth is. I actually have a neighbor that kind of looks like this. I ain't joking about that. My neighbor is a nurse, wonderful person, and is a female. But this is not a female. This one is not a female. No. Here you go, the strong jaw on it right here. And there is, I think that they tried to sand it down or whatever, and it made a big dip right here. Sometimes they don't get it right, and if they don't get it right, well, now look, it's smart here because it's put on a scarf. Yeah. You know why they wear the scarf? To hide that. Probably seen them other pictures and thought, damn, I better put on a scarf. That just looks really bad at here. Somebody over here said, do you have a penis? Remember Jamie Lee Curtis? Somebody asked Jamie Lee Curtis that, you have a penis? And that's what somebody out here in the audience just did to her. Look at that face. Yep. And here's when she was little, when she was younger. But what I did is I cut this up and see this is smaller. Even though, it's still long here, but it's still smaller than this. This is a long torso. This is a male body. Because of that, you look at the arm here, how long that is. The hand is basically is longer than what the crotch is. This tells you it is a male body. And the neck here, you can see it's a long neck. And the trachea, you can see it right there too. Here, there's that little dip there. It looks like it's been scooped out, and this is where they hide the penis at, right there. This proves this is a male. Yeah, if you see this on them, you know that it's a fella. Okay, this here is basically pretty straight shoulders, I would say. Yeah. Really flat here. Yeah, it's really flat. Like a gorilla. Yeah, I see a gorilla beating its chest right there. This looks like a chest up here, basically. Yeah, sometimes the breasts are too low. They have them too low on these people. Yeah. It doesn't look really too bad. People would still think that this is a female. The nose looks almost perfect. Not bad. No. But this here... Yeah, it's getting older now. It's getting really, really older, but you see the hand is way below where the crotch is on this. And this shows the arms are just so terribly long, quite bony here. Yeah. It's not bad looking, though. I mean, it hasn't lost its looks. Now, what I did, this hand here, can you see it really good? I'm going to pull this up. You see the hand here? Yeah, okay, you can see how long this hand is. So what I did is I cut the hand out up here. Let me just bring this down a little bit more. I cut the hand out right here to show. Now, remember, it's got its mouth open, so the chin will just bring this up over the chin a little bit, about like that. But you see that the hand, basically, if it was stretched out a little bit more, yeah, it almost covers the whole face. And this is telling you that that's a dude. Because of the length of, this is one big ass hand. But look at this, Madonna arms, Mandonna. This is all male muscle, all in here. You can't, unrecognizable who this is here. I think all the plastic surgery does this. If they'd leave it alone, they would look a little bit like their old self. And here, this looks like actress Lynn Shay. She's the one that plays in the Insidious movies, okay? Yeah, there's about 4 of them out there, Insidious. And I thought, you know what? They're probably related from the same batch of eggs, probably. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Lynn is older, but just the way the face is and stuff, it reminded me of Lynn Shay, yeah. And here again's the penis and the throat. Shows it's a guy. This is the collarbone of a fella. Yeah, straight across. People still think this is a female. And that one we already did. And this, you see how that's about right where the crotch is. Yeah, you can't tell the way the pants are close together. It's black here, but I think that's about where the crotch is, right here. And as you can tell, this is shorter than this long torso. It's a male. And the throat. And here you see the coarse male hair really, really, really sharply here. Yeah. And this is the male brow ridge, really big. Yeah, this is real wide here. The facelift is so that it's just pulled everything up and out of proportion. Terrible, 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 terrible. This skin over here, look at this, the bones are just sticking through here. It's just, they need to retire and get out of the spotlight. They really, really do. Do like Marilyn Monroe should have and died a long time ago. Which, of course, he didn't. No, he just got out of the spotlight while he looked good. Yeah, and then, lived an old man. It's like Diana is living as David, supposedly with Elton John. Yeah. Now here is when she was Megan, was the name of the character. No, I think she's a little older here, actually. Now this looks like soft, more feminine hair, actually. It looks more feminine hair. I have no idea who this one is. Kind of looks a little masculine. Who knows, The back looks pretty straight here. I think that's what I was going to point out in this one. The back looks just really, really straight here. There's the old cowboy hat. This was midlife, I think. I can feel a male here. Yeah, the male in the eyes and stuff. This is not a female face. My mother used to think, or I had a brother that used to think that I favored her. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think the dark eyes is it, but no. It's like I have a face of a female. But you can tell this is a male face. His chin's been rounded. They just take a Dremel tool probably and just sand it down on the sides there. I should think. This is pretty square on this side. And this is kind of a little bit there. Not too bad. Not too bad. The hair's got good conditioner on it. I got to hand it to this person that they're doing a real good job with the hair and stuff. Now this is when she was on The Exorcist. Yeah. And the little male face here. I just want to show you. It looks like a little boyish face. You can just decide for yourself. Yeah. And here is like the Marie Osmond pose. And the testosterone will give you a receding hairline like this. You see how far back this goes? They don't realize for some reason, I guess they see it every day and don't think about it. Nobody tells them, you've got a receding hairline like a fella. There's nobody that looks out for them to tell them that stuff. Mouth is real good male dental arch right there. Yeah. And this is one of them old fashions where they had the padded sleeves, padded shoulders, But guess what? Theirs aren't padded. They push the pads off onto us females, us real women, and they didn't have pads in theirs. Those are their real shoulders. And here he is with some woman. This is a female. You see, this seems a bit long. It's hard to say where the collarbone is on this one, though. Usually it's right underneath the tie here. His collarbone is probably right here. I got this up a little bit too high. It's usually right where the bottom of the tie is. Yeah, from here to here, and from here to here. And his hand is equal to the crotch here. If this doesn't look like the crotch, you can get on to me, but I usually take it and it's like, it looks like it to me. Okay, nice frock, good looking dress. And yeah, the breasts almost look really natural like this, and I guess that could take a bit of estrogen. Maybe that's why she looks more, or he looks a little bit more feminine than most. Probably is taking estrogen. I would say this one's taking estrogen. Yeah, because it's got the natural breasts. These don't look like implants to me. Yeah. And took, the chance to see what it will do to you. But you can tell here the hand's longer than the crotch. Yeah. And I put this waist right where the elbow is, like it's supposed to be. You can tell this is much longer and this is shorter. That's the male long torso, and this one's got a shorter one and a longer. I mean, shorter. This looks more like two squares. I think, like I said, I got this one up too high. But this guy's eyes. I mean, this looks like a female to me. Its eyes look a little bit far apart, but don't have no male brow ridge there. It doesn't look like. It just overall looks like a female to me. I don't know who that person is. It could be her husband, which isn't. But as you can see from the shoulder down here, the hip is much smaller. Yeah, this is the rear end. It's standing askew to make it look like it's got the curve, but it doesn't. This arm will not fit into here. They just don't. Females do. Females will fit into a curve, but a male's won't. The arm is a bit off of where the bend is. Just odd. And here's where the crotch is. The hand is lower than the crotch. The torso is really nice and long. This is a good picture to do this on. I mean, it was just real easy to do this one. Yeah, right across the collarbone there. And this is a more recent one because it's looking older and older and older and unrecognizable. A lot of people think that they swap, that there's other people doing that, they wear a mask and stuff. No, I think it's plastic surgery and they're aging and it just changes the whole face. Our faces change. Somebody told me every picture of myself, and I will agree, every picture of me, I look different. I don't look the same in any two pictures I've ever had. I'm not photogenic, and to get a good picture, I have to twist my head almost all the way around like she did in that movie, The Exorcist. Now I looked at this right here and almost died laughing. This is a female if ever I saw one. It's really trying to hide the fact that it is a female. Little bitty female, skinny, scrawny little female. Oh, goodness gracious. You can tell, yeah, the top is the same size as the bottom on this one. And the shoulders are real tiny. And this is Pink. Pink is, of course, a male, and you can see the Adonis belt on this one. Other people got pictures of this one in the swimsuit where you can really see the body and the hard abdomen. And the hard abdomen is, and the Adonis belt is so men don't get hernias so easily when they're doing lifting. They have that muscle support. That's why they have that. Who told me that? I don't know. I think it came from the other side. I didn't learn it in a book. Maybe it's just common sense to me. But here, this bottom one here is, they wear the clothes askewed, so it's hard to always tell where that crotch is. But I reckon it's about right here, somewhere like this. The hand is in the pocket. If it was out, it would be lower than the crotch. Straight shoulders. Most people know that this one is a fella. Yeah, of course, in Linda Blair here is a fella. This is shorter, and this is longer, and this one's short, long, short. So you got two guys two guys and a female. I want to say and a fella. And here's when she was real young. And you see here the back of this, even with this coat, this back is just a straight up and down. This is where I look like her. My face is filled out, and I look like Marie Osmond when she was young and pretty. Yeah, I hate saying that now because, not anymore, but there was a time Marie was really beautiful looking, and Linda Blair also, and that's the time that I looked, and I was natural when I was 32. I got a picture of me when I was 32 I'll throw up here at some time. After you guys look at all these ugly old broads or these male to female dudes, I'll put that picture of me up to cushion the blow and let you recuperate from, all the trauma. Okay. Anyway, this one here is the one that married Michael J. Hall, was it? Dexter. I always thought that he was a little bit kind of feminine, dark, quiet. Oh, dark, that's what character it was and stuff. No longer married to the person. But as you can tell, this is the one that played Emily Rose also. Well, that's probably why they got them both up here, because they were both played possessed people, okay? Now, if you look at her, which he is Jennifer Carpenter is like 6 foot something. The shoulders just got a bit of a trapeze muscle, so it's going to slope a little bit, but not, not too bad. Big long neck, pretty face now. Wait until it reaches 40. Cannot wait. Oh God, please let me live long enough to see what these ones are going to look like when they're 40, so I can have a good laugh. Okay, yeah, look at this long. Oh my goodness, look at that. How long? Oh. Yep. And this is longer, and this is shorter, and that's right about where the crotch is. Yeah, I have no doubt that hand will come way, 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 way down. This is basically really no hips and stuff. Yeah, this is the thighs. Where it comes out here is the thighs, actually. The hips would be way up here, the curve in the hips. This fools people. They see it and they don't notice, and they say, oh, it's got curves. That's the thighs where it's curving out. I'm trying to teach people the anatomies and stuff, and it's like I go everywhere, and I also tell people about all you guys' websites, all you other investigators. I tell them all about you guys. If you're watching mine, you know that I mention you guys where I find out certain stuff at, and then I'll send them over to you sometime with the links. It's better me doing that than me trying to redo something totally when you guys have already done it perfect. I don't need to redo that. But yeah, so Hall it's got to be a female. I will probably do Dexter later. Yeah. At one time I did want to do Dexter, but now I found out that he's not a guy. No, not anymore. Anyway, here's Linda Blair here. That still doesn't look bad, but I believe it's taken estrogen, like I said, because the breast on there is telling me they look natural. It's taken it. These upper arms just are too muscular. This one doesn't do much lifting, actually. No. Keeps the muscle down. But as you can tell, this is short, and there's where the crotch would be, and this is long. So both of these are guys. Surprise, surprise, huh? Here's a surprise. Danny Trio. Why is your bottom half the same size as the top half? Look at that mug. Well, he's better looking than Maria Osmond is, that's for sure. And Tina Louise, Ginger from Gilligan's Island. Danny Trio, according to this, is a female. And he probably is. Spent time in prison? I doubt that. That's a story. This one, I don't know. It's probably a fan. And this is Linda looking more like a boy. It just always looked really young. I mean, it looks almost like it's 13 there. Yeah, but it's getting older. And let's see. You can still see the penis in the neck there pretty good. But you see, Danny don't have a neck here at all. Yeah, he don't have a neck at all. Some of them don't look feminine at all in the face, some of them don't. Okay, and I don't know who this is, but this looks like a female too. This one's just a little bit longer up here, okay? But the collarbone could be even a little bit lower than that. It's hard sometimes to get it just so, but when you got a wide gap like this, I call them a female. Here with Linda, this is just so much smaller than what this is. This is real long. And these bones are long. Yeah. This is when, of course, when she was Megan. This might have been when my brother said that I looked like this one. Yeah, could be, with the round face. I don't remember me ever looking like that, really. I think it was the dark eyes. Yeah. But you see here, the back here, I'm going to get a different cursor. Raise this up here. Now you see this back here, how long and straight it is right here. That overlay looks really good. Yeah. You can't tell. They come out looking out like both, but with the bit of hair and stuff, it kind of, you can tell it looks like a little bit like a little boy there. Yeah. And here, as it's aged, its neck looks scooped out. And you remember me talking on a video before with Hillel Slovak one of the old Red Hot Chili Peppers that passed away. His neck was like this. You got the strong tendons, and then he had the Adam's apple there, and of course they shaved that down. But here's that big dip here. Well, that looks like the penis in the throat. That's why I say that when they castrate him, they just put the penis up here. This has been shaved. The corners of it have been shaved. It's not bad though, no. But this is heavy hair though. This isn't female hair. This is heavy male hair. And here's the last one. This looks like my cockapoo, Pookie. When I shave him down, he looks like a poodle, a toy poodle. But when his hair grows out, he looks like this little guy here. This could be a cockapoo, I guess. And then he looks pretty happy here and stuff. Well, that's it, basically. It's working with pets and the foundation and stuff, and I just don't know how true to it is. How much is Linda in the public eye now? Would she have to do sacrifice at all now? These people, when they're doing the Satan signs and the Baphomet signs and the 666 signs and stuff, you can't trust them. They are liars. They're deceivers. They lie, but the skeletal structure never does.